So greetings from Pennsylvania once again. We're back here in my home area. And just a week ago we were out in Western PA, Raccoon Creek State Park, all kinds of stuff. But back home, back on our journey following the Union Canal. Alright, so today is Thursday, May 19th. Bit of a cloudy day, had some rain this morning. But here's our friend, the Tolpahocken Creek once again. Got this cool old bridge here. Yeah, it's pretty muddy today, but we're not going to be doing any wading in the creek today, thankfully. And then just up there is remnants of our canal once again. And this road is appropriately named Canal Road, because this section, once you cross the bridge, Canal Road turns and basically follows the canal for quite a while. The old canal is right there. And then just behind me a ways is the town of Womelsdorf and the grocery store Boyers, if you're familiar with the area. Of course, it's where 419 and Route 422 meet. So right in that general area. I'm going to throw up a map since we're kind of here on public roads here today, showing you where we are and where we're going to try and get to 4 locks today. One's lock is actually right here. And I'll toss that map up and give you an idea of what we're doing today. So today is going to be primarily a road walk. Not going to be walking the creek. Like I said, Canal Road, for the most part, follows the canal almost exactly right next to it for the most part. So we're just going to stick to kind of a road walk, kind of a different thing to do today. Instead of busting through the thorns and brush or wading through the creek. A little bit of noise up there. Someone's having their house pressure washed. But we'll stick to the road. Alright, here is this bridge. Like I said, here's the Tolpahocken Creek. Actually going up this way, this is old, like, okay, so where we left off on our last adventure, we left off, Route 419 is over that way. Where we ended at the bridge, that's just up that way. But this was actually, going up this way was actually the old Route 419, I guess you could say. So the old maps I looked at showed that lock 24 was over here somewhere. Right here's the canal, that kind of that grass area going up through. Of course, now as the season is progressing, we're kind of running into the issue of all the plant growth is coming in now, making it a little more difficult to see, but that's the canal right through there. And lock 24 was supposedly in there somewhere, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing left. I can't see anything from here. We look to the other side. I was just talking to the one property owner, and he said that this house right here is actually one of the original, or a section of it is part of the original lot, one of the lock houses that was here. He kind of believes that the canal, that the lock was over here somewhere, but obviously there's nothing left over here either. The canal would continue all the way up through there. You can kind of see there's a little hump right there. That's the towpath trail right there, going up that way, and the canal would be right here. So I just got done talking to another one of the locals. You can see him walking his dog up there. And I should have seen it for myself, but he told me about it. But look at these right here. The stones on this side of the bridge, up to about there. They should look familiar. These are the stones that came from the lock. That's what these are. And he said too that he believes the lock was over on this side too. And he confirmed that that was the lock house there. So that's where these stones right here came from. These are right here, the stones from lock 24. I should have seen it when I was here, but I didn't. Yeah, they have that look. Because they just kind of cemented them together. Because up here the bridge changes. You can see it goes from using the canal blocks to changes. So yeah, here's what's left of lock 24. Of course the lock wasn't here. But there you go, cool. Alright, so we will continue on. That's why I always kind of stop and talk to people sometimes, because they, especially if they live here, they kind of know things. Every little bit of information can help solve the puzzle. And just down past that old lock house, you can see the canal right there. The profile of it. So we're going to head up this way. You can kind of see Naomi is parked up there at that farm. They gave me permission. He owns the land down here, all the way down to 422. Yeah, so our canal went right through here. Yes, this is definitely a change of pace from some of our other Union Canal videos. Yeah, once the canals are literally right next to us. But I was just talking to the property owner. Parts of it were filled in when at some point they widened this road. And they had to fill in the canal a little bit to do so. Yeah. Back in the 1800s, you would have seen this all filled with water. You would see canal boats full of goods like coal and other stuff floating down through here. So Lock 24 was not a total bust. I thought there'd be nothing left at all for Lock 24, but it's right near the road. Their houses, there's an old mill there too. But yeah, so there wasn't anything of the lock wasn't there anymore, but the stones were still there being used for something else. As you saw in other videos, it happens quite often. And I don't have high hopes for the next two locks. Locks 23 and 22, I don't think there's going to be anything left. I talked with the landowner back there. He thinks he kind of remembers something being left, but not sure which one that would be. Maybe Lock 21 we'll see something. But when once again, when those locks are right next to a road like this, we've talked about this before, you know, when the canal stopped operating, a lot of times they reused the beautiful stonework for the locks on other projects elsewhere. And being right next to a road, yeah. And just looking down the bank here, you can see down here's the canal. It looks like it kind of keep it clear a little bit, but you can clearly see it going down through there. Yeah, our towpath trail would be right along up there. We might head down there in a bit because we got to go over Route 419 up ahead here. It might just be easier to take the canal under. We'll see how that works out. Okay, so I just found a trail leading off the road. So you can find the remains of the canal down here. The road is veering just a little bit away from the canal as you're going to go over Route 422. You can probably hear the traffic from it. It's a busy road. I just want to see if we can use the canal to go under that highway. We'll see. Yeah, right here's our canal. Oops, I just stepped down into it. Yeah, everything's growing up. It's getting thick down here. And here's the Topahawken Creek. Right there's the bridge. The canal would be right going through there. Let's see if we can walk under the bridge here instead of getting killed going across the highway by road. It's a nice little fisherman's trail down here. Yeah, you can see the creek is just super muddy and high today. It's days like this I don't like to do the creek walking anyway, because you can't see where you're walking. You can't really tell how deep the water is or anything. Yeah, I've driven over this bridge who knows how many times, hundreds of times maybe. Now we're gonna walk underneath it. So I just want to walk up here for a second, because this is where the canal is. Yeah, so it's almost like this section here is where the canal was. It's kind of gushy here. I'm actually walking along 422 right now, trying to get back to Canal Road, and look what we have down here. Here's a morel mushroom. Oh my goodness. You know, morels are super awesome mushrooms. They're very popular amongst mushroom hunters. They taste amazing. And I never find them when I'm not looking for them. I only ever find them when I'm not looking for them. You know? right here it is. Right along a major highway. Okay, I'm just gonna let it here. It looks a little bit past its prime anyway, but there you go. A beautiful morel mushroom. Back up that way is the main highway. Right there was our morel mushroom. And down here is the canal again. The kind of open area down there. The creek is just on the other side. Alright, going to keep on headed down Canal Road, making our way towards the town of Stouchburg. Although we won't actually get to Stouchburg today. So onward to Lock 23 to see if there are any, oh there goes a squirrel, to see if there are any remains of it. Like I said, from what I could tell from like the satellite images, it didn't look like it. Up a ways a little bit, the road's going to veer to the left. Just off that way should be where Lock 23 was roughly. It's kind of difficult sometimes because the old maps, trying to compare them to modern maps is a bit difficult. Because with Lock 24, both the landowners there said the lock was on the one side of the bridge where the maps showed it on the other side, but you know, who knows? Maybe what they saw wasn't a lock. They said they remember seeing concrete there though, but no concrete was used in the locks. So maybe there was something else there that looked like a lock. I don't know. Who knows? You know, it's been over 100 years since the locks were there and actually used. So it can be kind of hard to know sometimes. Yeah, but it's some beautiful country out here. Once again, our canal, we'd be down in here. It's all kind of marshy in here right now. Got a dog barking at me. Looks like our veer off to the left is coming up here. So Lock 23 was down here somewhere. You know, actually, I feel like I see some stuff right in there. You know, I do see some stonework down in there. Let me kind of zoom in for you. You can see that there. Definitely some stonework there. Some big blocks. I wonder if that's Lock 23 down there. Could be. Let's walk up a little further here. I don't have permission to be on this land though, unfortunately. Okay, I'm almost positive this is Lock 23 right here. It has that shape. It looks like the lock went right through there. The canal kind of narrows here. Yeah, I'm almost positive. The canal came right here. See a few blocks right there. And this is where it narrows down. I'm almost positive, actually. All right. Looks like there's not much stone left in it, though. But yeah, Lock 23 right there. Cool. Let's see if we can see anything else of it on this end. So it's right before the curve. Yeah, so back there's where we're looking. That's the entrance to it. You can kind of see the divot. And then here, the canal opens up again. So here is the entrance. Here is the other entrance into the lock right here. All right. All right, so Lock 23, we did find it, although there's not much left to it. So right there, oh, right here's a sign for it. Cool. Union Canal, Lock 23E. There's a name for it there. Fisher, let me try to read that. It says Fisher's Lock, Bicentennial. All right, they have a sign for it, so that is Lock 23 right there. Cool. Right, that's still pretty cool though, Lock 23. Then down here, in this is the canal right here. You can see how the road just follows it. All right, so I didn't think at all we were gonna find much left of 23. So that's the thing, the old maps placed it further up here this way. All right, let's see if there's anything left of Lock 22. This is the one I had the least amount of hope for, but we'll see. Just getting ready to show you the canal here, but I'm gonna zoom in. There is a possum up there. See if I can catch him on camera up there. There he is. Oh, going behind the tree. Wait a little bit for him to come out to the other side. Oh, there he is. Moving along there. Where you going, buddy? And up, well, we'll leave him go, do his thing there. That's cool. I haven't seen one of those in a while. They're usually nocturnal, out at night usually. Yeah, so once again, here's the canal. And I believe up here is, what's the name of this road? Something Cabin Road. Oh, there goes another squirrel. Yeah. So Lock 22 is just past, yeah, Shady Cabin Road is just up ahead. Yes, once again, this is the canal. And as you can see, there's buildings up there where the canal should be, so that's not so good for Lock 22. Yeah, Shady Cabins Circle, I guess, is the name of the road. Got Canal Road, so yeah. I feel like these little houses here are right where Lock 22 was. But we'll take a look. Maybe just past here. Yeah, so I'm not really seeing. It would be back there, back behind people's yards, but looks like this place is kind of abandoned. Yeah, but I doubt there's anything back there. Alright. So it looks like Lock 22 is a total bust, but maybe if I had permission to explore the properties more in depth, we could see some, we could kind of try to figure out where exactly it was, but I don't have that permission. And I didn't ask all these property owners here. There's like so many here. A lot of these places look abandoned too, to be honest. Alright. That's what I kind of figured from looking at like the map images, seeing houses right on top of where the canal used to be, so that's not a good sign. Alright. So our road is going to veer away from the canal in a little bit here. I do have permission for one property up here, but it doesn't really, it's kind of pointless, but I'll explain why later. Here you can see the canal again. Once you get past all the homes and stuff, right here the canal, you can see clearly see that little ditch. Right there's the towpath trail. I really want to go exploring back there, but anyway, we gotta move on. Here's our canal again. Nice clear section of it. Yeah, just up ahead, the creek is going to veer that way and our road's going to veer that way. But our canal will continue straight that way. Looking back the way we came, there's the nice mowed section. Even down in here, even as the foliage starts growing up, you can still see it down through there. Just right there's the towpath trail. This section does have some water in it, but we've had a lot of rain recently. But of course, it's getting more and more difficult to see as spring progresses. But I knew that was going to happen. We'll just have something to deal with as we go on. Right through there it goes. Right next to the road. Okay, so up here is where our road veers away from the canal, and our canal, which is right here, is going to go off that way. Alright, bye-bye canal for now. So we're going to head up this way. We're going to connect with another road up here called Sheridan Road, and we'll catch up with the canal further down. I do have permission for one of the properties down that way, but the properties on either side I don't. So I can't really get down to it anyway. Alright, so here's Sheridan Road. Right there's up there's our main highway again. We're kind of on the outskirts of Stouchburg right now. We're going to take a left, make our way back down to the canal. Actually, just on the other side of this hill, actually you can see the stonework for up there. There's a really old cemetery up here that I have some family ties to. Some of my ancestors are buried up here. Some of my earliest ones, actually. Let's stop in and quick take a look. Yeah, down that way are the oldest graves. Yeah, we have a thing from here. To honor the first Zeller family in America. That's my family, actually. Get some history there. Mother Clotilda de Valois Zeller, born 1660, died on January 2nd, 1749. Was a member of the Reformed Church of Tulpehocken. Husband Jacques Zeller died at sea on the way over. Son John Henry Eberly, who built Fort Zeller in 1745, actually before then, but the fort that's there now, was a member of the Reformed Church of Tulpehocken. Son John George Zeller. Mother and both sons buried in this cemetery. They came from the Palatine in 1710 and settled on the Square in New York. They moved to the valley in 1723. Zeller Family Association, okay. Yeah, cool. So some of my earliest Zeller ancestors are buried in here. Most likely all the way back in the corner there. Here's the name of the cemetery. Zion Reed's Lutheran Cemetery. Yeah, I did a video on that cemetery years ago. We might do something in the future though too. I have been thinking about doing a video series on my family history. I think that'd be interesting. At least for me it would be. I have done a little bit in the past, visited some of the cemeteries where my ancestors are buried, but I'd like to visit more and some of the places they live. Places like that. Something that's brewing in the head. Alright, so we are making our way back down to the Union Canal, and Lock 21, if there's anything left of it, should be down this way. So down here the road takes a curve, and that's kind of where we hook up again with the Union Canal. We'll be like literally right next to it again, so if there is anything left of 21, there should be something visible. But you know, it's right along the road again, so you know, that makes it a prime target for, you know, pillaging those beautiful stones and using them elsewhere. But we'll see. Maybe we'll be surprised. I have no idea. It'd be cool if this one was intact, but yeah, we'll see. You know, that's part of the mystery or the magic of doing this series, is not knowing sometimes what's going to be there, what's going to be left, and finding out for myself. Alright, so somewhere along this stretch of road, once again, right down here is our canal again. You can kind of see it down in there through the leaves and stuff. That's it right there. So we'll have to keep our eyes open if there's anything at all left. Because our road kind of ends up there, so it has to be down here somewhere. So still not seeing anything. It looks like a lock. The canal is, you know, from here across over there, it still has that wide aspect of it. When it gets to a lock, you can kind of narrow down. I haven't seen anything like that yet. But we're running out of space here. Or road, I should say. Maybe I'll just keep you on here. See if we see anything together. Yeah, it still retains that wide aspect to it. Unless it's just been completely obliterated, which would be a shame. There's looking back, it's kind of hard to tell, but the canal is right in there. But right up here it does, might be hard to tell on camera, but it does narrow down right here. So I'm thinking this might be where Lock 21 was. I don't know. We still got a little more to explore up there, but it does narrow in right here. Right there's the towpath trail. As you can see, this is literally right next to the road, so it would have been easy to have taken the stones from this one. Yeah, so that's gonna be my best guess. That's where it was, Lock 21. So here it kind of widens out again. All right, I was hoping there would be something, but there's not. And of course, right here is just completely obliterated. We're gonna walk up to the road and look across, widen the section up here. And our canal would continue onto the other side of the road here. See the Tulpehocken Creek down here. Actually, looks like another creek joins us down here too. Yeah, somewhere up this way then. Somewhere down there is our canal again. Alright, but that'll be for another time. Yeah, as we head back up the road, like I said, I think this is Lock 21 in here. Pretty overgrown. Not much to see, but there would be the far wall of it there. Because it narrows in pretty much here. Alright, unfortunately there's really nothing left of it though, but here it is. Alright, well, some mixed results there. Nothing left of really of Lock 21. 22 probably completely obliterated. Lock 23 is still there. It's missing most of its stonework, but it's still there. And Lock 24 isn't there anymore, but some of its stone work is still there, used for another purpose. So we'll take what we can as far as little wins. I think my glasses are fogging up a little bit. It's a very humid day, not terribly hot. Alright, but there you go. Locks 24 to 21. So for the next section, I'll probably have to do a bit of a creek walk again, I think. We'll see how that works. Not sure when I'll do that. I gotta wait for the water levels to drop again. A little bit too high right now to do that. We've just been getting a lot of rain recently, which is good for other reasons, but not so much for exploring the Union Canal. Alright, as always, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you on the next one, wherever that is.